Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. I'm your host again, or back again, or whatever I'm going to say today. Jim here.
And I'm your co-host, Nate. I'm here too.
Well, welcome back, Nate. Good to see you. I guess it's cold inside there. Well, you got a jacket on?
And no, just a little, it's not a jacket. It's just I don't know, pullover.
Oh, it's a onesie pajamas.
No, it's just I don't know, a half zip thing.
Well, how's it going?
It's good, good. And it is actually, because it's like 40 something degrees. It is actually cold outside.
It's cold. It's cold outside. Winter's coming early. I think it's going to be a good one too.
I
I don't
hate
know if
winter.
that. I hate the cold. I
I
like
do.
winter. I just hate the cold because I love the snow. Like,
Nope, I hate that too.
no, I love the snow. I mean, as long as I'm not shoveling it or driving in it.
Oh, there you go. True.
Yeah, like a nice cabin in the woods with a nice fire, looking out the window where the snow sprinkles every. Yeah, I love that. But that's
When's the
about
last
it.
time you did? When's the last time you did that?
I won't, but I'll have some. Yeah, there's sometime maybe in the future. I don't know. All right, well, you know how this show works, so let me explain to the people out there just tuning in who haven't seen us before. Our War Room episode, which we seem to be doing quite often. We like it. We pull a bunch of headlines from media sources and we discuss them. We discuss them from our perspective as veterans, because right, we know everything, right?
Duh.
And we always read the articles, right? Is that it?
No,
We
always
always
read the
read.
headlines, never the
Oh,
articles.
we read the headlines like everybody else because you're too busy to figure out what's really true or not, and we just make our opinions on that. So that's what we're gonna do. We ready to go? All right. So over a dozen countries apply to join BRICS. The end of the United States is happening. This sounds doomsday. Do you even know what it is?
Nope.
Because you didn't read the
Next
article.
headline. Yeah, because I didn't read the article. That's for sure. I don't know
So
what BRICS is.
basically, BRIC. I think it was started by Russia or Iran or one of those countries. I didn't read it either, but I heard some stuff about it. Basically, it is serious because it's taking over the petrodollar. You know how we have the ability to print money because we like back everything with US dollars? This is the first step to the collapse of our economy in that sense. Because the petrodollar is what regulated all that stuff, and now countries are moving over to this brick or whatever it is.
Isn't petrol what they put in the gas tanks over in Europe?
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, but basically that's how they trade stuff, I guess. I don't really know exactly how it works per se because I don't really, care. Not that I don't care because obviously it affects us, right?
So it's not really the end of the United States. We're still going to be the United States. We're just not going to be worth anything.
Correct. Correct. We're just not going to have the
Trading
money
power.
backing, right? Yeah. So, yep, that's about it.
Well, we import everything anyway, so it doesn't matter, right?
I get.
Oh, even the dog agrees.
Yeah. I don't know. She's been chasing things outside. I don't know what's out there, but she's been chasing things outside.
Well, sounds like she's inside to me, though.
Well, yeah. She's inside right now, but that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
She's been running outside to chase things out there. I give her free
Oh.
access to the porch while I'm home. Sometimes when I'm not home too, so she can chew up the mailman and whatnot. But this is supposed to be a big deal because, like I said, I mean, when the U.S. dollar backs everything, it gives us that freedom to just print money.
Yeah.
So now we can't just print money because the inflation will probably triple the speed.
Don't we own the print mills? Can't we just print money? Is that what you're doing right now anyway?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, there's a lot more damage than just the paper and trees we're killing, right? Man, look, everything's going crazy here. What I gotta do? I gotta put my phone on vibrate. What the heck is going on?
Put it on your lap. It's more pleasurable for you.
So yeah, so that's it's bad news. I mean, if they're not rich countries, I guess it's not terribly bad, but apparently there's what did it say over a dozen. So if they're starting a trend, man, we're in trouble.
I'd like to see
We're
what
in trouble.
which dozen they are. Those doesn't really matter.
I think it was in the article.
It's probably, but we don't read that. So we'll just go on to the next headline.
So tonight, as of this recording, since we're recording on this very night, that Trump is expected to lay out lengthy second-term agenda tonight.
I heard that, but I haven't seen anything yet. So, I mean, supposedly he's running in 2024. He's a Republican. He can announce that. It's fine with him. Whatever. Let there be competition.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in unique times right now. Unique times. I don't understand some of them, but yeah, I mean, I'm honestly getting a little more and more confused as we see in the next headline too, where I'm getting a little confused on what's really going on in this country, and I can't help but think there's got to be something on seriously I'm missing. I'm
Well,
missing something serious.
a lot of people he backed in this recent election didn't get elected.
Yeah, I thought he still had a good record. I thought he did have a
Oh,
good.
there
I
wasn't
don't
no
know. Red
there wasn't no blue wave or red
wave,
wave.
red wave,
Red
red wave.
wave. There was no blue or red wave as people were expecting on either side. So kind of fizzled out. Kind of like probably
But
his second term agenda probably.
well, I mean, you got to admit, I mean, there's momentum that's I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm still confused, which I can imagine how other people out there are confused. Like you thought there was this big movement, or you thought this was an understanding, and either something's happening. Like we go to the next headline because I'll just tie right into this one. Recount possible in Arizona's governor's race. I mean, this is call me whatever, call me an election denier, whatever the mean word of the day is, a racist. I don't care. But there's so many real confusing things going on, and these midterms just really confused everything. And I don't know, like I can't even really tell you how I feel because I'm so confused. What did you get out of all this stuff? I mean, you just said there's no red wave, there's no blue wave, but what did you make of all this?
That I don't know. The people that voted didn't vote the same way they voted last time, basically, for the most part.
So I mean, you really like to me. There's only two conclusions here. There's only two conclusions here. To me, that's just my opinion. Either there's a lot of cheating going on, or there's really a lot of stupid people, and I really need to just start calling them stupid again. Because how do you like look at Carrie Lake? Carrie Lake, I guess, might lose governor, or she did lose governor, but she's not conceding because of this recount thing, whatever. But if you couldn't find a better candidate besides DeSantis for America, I don't know. Carrie Lake was it. And the Hobbs lady, like she was in charge of the whole election, and her people were, I mean, and the election was a disaster. Like, so, and then you're telling me the Arizona people voted for that? And then on the flip side, look at Pennsylvania, the other train wreck. I get it. Dr. Oz, look, Oprah sensation, not a fan of Oprah, not a fan of Oz. I get it. The election was tough in Pennsylvania. But you literally elected a handicapped dude who can't speak.
The dude had a stroke recently. Come on, man.
Okay, but if he never recovers, how's he going to represent anybody?
Pen and paper. All I
Is
gotta do
that
is
is
write
that what we
laws.
do now?
All I gotta do is write laws. I ain't gotta speak them.
So when he ever goes to speak for us, he's got to go up there with his notepad,
He ain't
have a
speaking for us. He's
translator.
Pennsylvania. He ain't speaking for nobody except for Pennsylvanians. He's a
Well, I
governor.
don't
He's
even know
not a
if he's
senator or a congressman, so it don't matter.
well, but the senator, I mean, the governor still has a lot of power over there.
Actually, no. He ran for Senate. He is the vice governor, deputy governor right now. Then he just ran for Senate, right? So he will be speaking for us, right?
I have no idea, dude. I could care less. I'm just completely shocked. That's Pennsylvania, dude. Like I said, being from Jersey, Pennsylvania was like the stepchild. Like I didn't really care about Pennsylvania because we always hated New York. Moving to South Jersey, I hated Pennsylvania more because of Philadelphia's trash. And now, watching what I've just watched, I'm telling you, I hate to pick on these Pennsylvanians. I hate to call them names, but either they're the stupidest people in the world, or there's a lot of corruption over there. And being from Jersey, I'm more inclined to believe there's probably corruption, but there's probably a lot of stupid people too. But I just don't get it, dude. I don't know what to make of all this stuff. I mean, look what Biden's doing to this country. You're telling me people aren't pissed about that?
It's not him. It's happening all across the world, Jim. You haven't heard that?
Oh, right. It's a global problem, but yet we're the ones that's going to fix it, right?
Yes, it's a global problem.
Right. I don't know, dude. I'm just like I said, I'm at a loss. I guess if that was the Democratic plan, was to deflate the movement or the people, I get it. It worked. because I'm really confused. But I don't know. How do you elect? How do you elect a Republican governor, and all the rest are Democrats down ballot? Like, how do you do that? How do you get blue senators, red governor, and vice versa? Even how do you do that?
Well, governor is the whole state. Senators represent portions of the state. So that portion of the state votes how they vote. Like you're going to get senators out of Philly that are going to be blue.
Sure, sure. Right. Okay, so senators only get 2 per state. The House gets more representatives.
Okay, however it works.
Yeah. The Congress gets the population based.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
But the senators are 2, and they're either red or blue. Sound like Dr. Seuss now. Senators of 2, either red or blue.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? How do you? Because the governors, to me, is the same people voting for the senator. Like, how do you say, oh, well, I want a Republican governor, but I want a Democratic senator? Like, how does that make sense? I mean, I get it. You know, what it means to me is people that are corrupt or trying to stay in power care more about the Senate seat, because that can actually sometimes override governors, right? So if you're going to cheat, you're going to want to cheat to get the right senator in there. But other than that, give me the voters. Give me a voter's perspective of somebody in one of these countries. Oh my God, we're almost good. We might as well separate the countries. One of these states, dude. One of these states. Somebody tell me how you go in there and vote Democrat senator, Republican governor. Tell me how you do that. In the most polarized.
You get to vote for 2. So
yeah, but dude, in the most polarized country we've ever seen, ever, everyone's divided into teams. You're telling me somebody walked into that ballot and said, "Oh, senator, Democrat, Republican, governor." How does that happen?
Oh yeah,
I mean, to me.
Well, to me, I'm not a straight ballot
party line voter, right?
Yeah, but I'm not a straight party line voter, so I could vote for a governor that's red or blue, and I can vote for a senator. It's the opposite.
And what have you?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Like when?
Like the last election.
You voted for one of a different party?
No, because we didn't have a governor race in, so it didn't matter this election. But I
understand what you're saying.
I don't vote the ticket. I vote who.
And that's
the worst, the better of the 2 worst of 2 evils, however you say it.
Lesser of 2 evils, right? And I understand that that's admirable to think that, but in reality, most people don't even know who their candidates are. They just go in and vote party.
Yeah.
Most of especially the uneducated ones who might be Democratic. I mean, because obviously they don't see what's going on when Democrats are in control. But I just don't get it, dude. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. And other than cheating, I can't think of any other reason this would happen. Maybe somebody out there knows. Maybe somebody can break it down and bad candidates and whatever. You're telling me Federer was a good candidate? Like, really? Even when he didn't have a stroke. I mean, the dude was horrible. I mean, Oz is the lesser of 2 evils, in my opinion.
He was the best Democrat that was running in the state, supposedly.
Yeah, the best Democrat, right? And what didn't they say? They're taking their guns. They're stopping fracking. Like, I mean, are you serious? And the people that rely on that.
So back to this Arizona governor's race that we've been talking about for so long. Is that the chick you're talking about? What's her name?
Yeah, I forgot already.
Yeah, okay. I don't know where she was from. I knew she was a Trump endorsee, but I don't think she won. But
yeah, but dude, she's pretty.
Well, then you got. I looked at Alaska, right?
The one she ran against.
I looked at Alaska. So the
2 Republicans.
Democrat. Yeah, if they only had one, if they only had 1 Republican, they would have won. You dumbasses, you split the votes in half, and now the Democrat. You're dumb. How are 2 of you running?
I said the same thing. I said the only saving grace.
I thought that's why we had the primary elections, to get rid of one of them.
Well, the only saving grace that I would have thought to that would have been like with the like you seeing down in Georgia, the runoff. If
Yeah, but that was
the
one against
winner,
one.
no, but if the winner doesn't get 50 or 51%, then it automatically goes to a runoff in the top two people or something. So if they were banking on the Democrat not getting 51% or whatever, then the runoff would have been whoever the Republican won versus the Democrat.
Stupid.
I thought it was stupid too. I saw that too, and I was like, how is this even possible? Why would you do that?
If you would assume the people that voted for the other Republican, if they only had one Republican option, they would have all voted for that Republican. They would have won. I don't know, but you know who's not going to win? Somebody in this situation.
This I saw. This came in today right before we got on the show. I saw this Russian missile or rockets strike Poland. How will NATO respond? So, what's your first question?
Is Poland a NATO country?
Yes, but that's not the question I was looking for.
Oh, okay. How do they know they were Russian?
Well, that's another good question I think about.
If they blow up, how do you know they're Russian?
Well, the same reason they don't know if it's a missile or a rocket.
What's the difference between a missile or a rocket?
That's a damn good question that even I don't know the answer to.
So neither one of those three questions I just asked was the question you thought I was going to ask.
Neither one of them questions have an answer.
All right. Well,
oh, wait, NATO is Poland is NATO.
I'll ask you what's the question you thought I was going to ask?
No, that was it about the rockets, the missile and the rockets, because I don't know the difference. But obviously they don't either.
Guess not. The missiles go further than rockets. I don't know.
Right. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but if it's proven, I mean, you can't just take. I mean, what it hit?
Poland.
Anything? Well, just the grass.
It's still Poland, right?
I mean, yeah. I know that's where that's that gray line where, well, maybe the rocket wasn't supposed to hit Poland, but it accidentally hit Poland, but it didn't hit anything in Poland. So we'll give them one more chance.
Yeah, and how do they know it's actually in Poland? Is there like a line out there, or was it? You know what I mean? Like,
was it that close
sometimes could be a little confusing,
especially our southern border, huh?
Well, that most of Europe's open, isn't it? Like
they're open, but I mean, I left there years ago. But when you travel through there, at least when I did, they still have their border crossings there, like so you can tell you're crossing into another country, which is pretty cool because you see what their crossing used to look like, what their border used to look like. So their I don't know, gates are still there, but they're wide open. So yeah, if the EU is all open to travel through, if you're an EU member,
right?
So, but yeah, I mean, if they hit the countryside in the mountain, it's kind of like when a plane crashes on the border of Canada and the U.S. Where do you bury the survivors?
I know this one, so I'm not going to fall for it. But...
For those of you that don't know, you don't bury survivors. But go ahead.
Oh, you should let them put it in the comments if anybody actually cares. But yeah, I mean, well, that's the point. How do we know it wasn't a plane? How do we know it was a missile or rocket? It could have been a plane, right? Like, I don't know. They don't seem to know what's going on. But
that stuff.
So maybe they did this intentionally just because they knew Trump was going to announce something, so they wanted to steal the news.
Just distract them.
Because this is serious, dude. If NATO actually does something, dude, right? If NATO actually does something, this could lead to World War III. I mean,
I don't know if there'll ever be a World War III. Like, there's too many countries in NATO now that, I mean, what's considered a world war?
Yeah, but dude, Putin already threatened to use nukes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Putin can't even take over Ukraine. I mean,
well, but he could probably press the damn button, right? If you're losing, really, you don't think they have nukes? What do we have that Cold War for?
If they do, did they use them during the Cold War?
No, none of us did. But that's what we were trying to do.
Okay, then. Okay,
nuke each other.
Prove me wrong.
I hope not.
If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I just saw
All
I
right.
just saw I just saw a meme on Facebook. It was like what was it? Incoming rocket alarm at 3 a.m. in the morning. Wake up. Fuck, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Well, it's true too. Like the bunker thing. Like I'm sitting here thinking, I wouldn't build a nuclear bunker. There's no way in heck I would ever build a nuclear bunker. What would happen if we had a nuclear war and you needed that bunker? Let's say you survived. Who are you going to start this new world with? Rich
Yourself.
people and politicians and other people that decide to have their own bunker nuclear too. But most of those are rich people that can afford the real ones. And the politicians who get escort. I don't want to start a world with those dumb people. I mean, the rich people aren't necessarily dumb, but yeah. I'm not going to be somebody's slave because I'm one of the few people left that wasn't rich or a politician. Anyway, I'm done with this show. Thanks, Nate, for showing up. Thanks, all of you for tuning in. Hopefully, we didn't babble too much. This one just was a little bit, a lot of info here. We'll figure out what a rocket and a missile is here when we're done, I'm sure. In the meantime, like, share, subscribe, all that. Until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.